Previously on SarCraftic. In the process of getting to the stronghold that contains the end portal, Gigglebot and JooseOnTheLoose receive a distress call from Dawjinc, who has been mobbed by zombie pigmen. Gigglebot rushes to his aid, only to fall straight into lava and lose everything. Immediately after, they are joined by Zippy and UbuntuMiner to defeat the End Dragon, which they all survived.
We might survive this. At least some of us might.
However, due to an insurmountable level of cockiness, Gigglebot falls into the void, losing everything once again. Soon after, Gigglebot restores his tools and armor and even obtains an elytra, which he uses as an excuse to build the biggest mob farm currently on the server. Grab your pickaxes and popcorn, friends, as we embark on another exciting episode of SarCraftic. Hey everybody, Gigglebot here, and welcome back to another episode of SarCraftic. This is episode number 4, and today I'm starting things off in the exact same place where I left it last time. I'm over here at my mob farm, and oh boy, let me tell you, this thing can produce some stuff. Let me just take you through some of the things that we've got. We've got a bunch of bones over here. We have not as much string because, well, I use that for something else that I'll show you in a minute. We have all kinds of gunpowder over here, and I made a paper farm, or a sugarcane farm up here at the top of this thing. This zero-tick Il Mango design here, and just about all these chests and hoppers are filled up. I haven't had this going for very long, maybe a few days, but we're almost completely full, and I couldn't be more pleased just with the production of this entire thing. But my friends, I think today is a great day to start building our shop. But before we do that, I have one more thing I want to show you, and that's over here. Yes! The great big ol' hole in the ground. UbuntuMiner and I have been working tirelessly on digging this out and collecting just bukus of obsidian. These two shulker boxes both here. Whoa, hey buddy. Anyway, these two shulker boxes are both full of obsidian. It took Ubu and I a whole real life day to collect all that obsidian, and then of course the obsidian that's down here, and we are working on a brand new 115 slime farm. So obviously this that we've dug out here is a slime chunk plus a little bit more. As you can see, it's a little bit more than a full chunk dug out there. Down here, the reason this is all made out of obsidian is because there's going to be a bunch of nether portals. Just all through here is going to be nether portals that lead to a killing chamber that I've made. Hopefully I don't die when I go in there. Yeah, so this is the killing chamber. There's no slimes in here right now, fortunately. There's going to be wither roses all on this soul sand, and then we've got hoppers down here collecting it all into a central area here. So we're going to have a bunch of slime. Apparently this is supposed to produce like 65,000 slime per hour. So we'll be able to open a slime shop. But that's not the shop we're building today, friends. No, today we're building Rocket, your one-stop shop for all things combustible. So let's head on over to spawn, and I will show you guys the things that I have planned. Okay, so I'm over here at the Mushroom Island, and once again, it looks like things are starting to kick off a little bit. Last time we just had the iron shop over here and Zippy's shop, and now Ubu has built his pumpkin and melon farm over here, which doubles as a shop. it automatically stocks itself, which I think is just amazing. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And then Dawjinc has his coral shop over here, which I alluded to last episode, but didn't actually show you guys. But yeah, it's down here, and I think this is just the neatest little place for a coral shop. And it's by order only, so you know, you leave him a book or something like that, or you write him a message on Discord, tell him what you want, and he'll make it for you. But yes, I want to find a place out here that stands out, that people will definitely notice, so that I can get the most business. Obviously, of course, I'll be the sole provider of rockets, at least for a while, so people are going to want to find it no matter where it is, but I still want to make it a very prominent location. Alright, my friends, I think I've found it. It's right here in front of the portal. I know when I come through the portal, I'm usually facing this direction, so I want my shop to be the very first thing that people see when they come through. So I have this shulker box here, and this is what I did with all that string that I was talking about at the start of the episode. I took it all and I converted it into wool. But yes, I'm going to build my rocket shop right here. You can probably guess generally what it's going to look like given, my color scheme and, what rockets look like. So I'm going to start building it up, and I will see you guys in just a minute. All right, well, I think we've made some pretty good headway here on the shop. We've got the front basically done. I still want to do a little bit of detailing and stuff on it, but it's just a facade right now. I've kind of got the outline, but no walls, no other walls except for the main front wall there. So I have a few pretty cool ideas here. Obviously, this is a very big shop. And I think later on when Ubu and I finish the slime farm, we may be able to sell the slime in here as well. But anyways, I have a pretty cool idea, at least for the entrance of this place, which is that it's iron doors, right? And anytime you enter, the redstone required to open the doors also triggers a TNT duper, throwing TNT into a obsidian chamber down underground, which means every time you enter the shop, you're greeted with a TNT blast. And I just think that's very appropriate for the very explosive nature of the shop. And of course, we have kind of like these, homages to TNT along the side here. And then, once you get in, I'm going to have like the rockets on one side and TNT over here and probably some end crystals, maybe some fire charges if I'm able to get the proper farms for that up and running. But I'll start with rockets and kind of go from there. But yes, this is the start of it. I'm going to work a little bit more, probably get started on this redstone over here. So let me go gather the materials for that, and I will be right back. Okay, it may not look like it from here, but the shop is now pretty much complete. I pretty much did the same thing I did on the front, on the back, except for without the rocket sign there. And didn't really know what to do for the roof, so I kept it flat, but with a nice little surprise for anybody who may want to fly over it. There it is, look at that. Look at that. Because I'm not just selling rockets here, I'm also selling some TNT. Anyway, let's take a look at the inside. Now, like we talked about before, we've got the greeting of the TNT exploding. And then, of course, I included some end crystals just because, boom! I may eventually sell some here, but I'm not quite sure how to farm gas tiers yet. If I can figure that out, I'll sell them. But yes, so I have rockets, 2 stacks for 1 level 1 IOU, or 5 stacks for 1 level 2, which is quite the bargain if you ask me. Same deal over here at this chest, it's just rockets. And then I also have some TNT minus 1 stack because I didn't feel like farming the sand for it over here. And 1 stack is 1 level 2 IOU. And then of course there's ender chests all around. So yes, this is rocket. And I've got zoom and boom inside just for fun. But yes, I'm very, very proud of this shop. I quite enjoy what I did, especially with the TNT duper. Ooh, that's so satisfying. Yeah, I just think it's overall a very fun rocket shop, and I hope everyone else here on SarCraftic enjoys it as well. Okay, my friends, here we are. It is the next day in real life, and I have a little bit of a confession to make. See, I wanted to make a pathway between all of the shops, just to make it a little bit easier to get around, and I may have gotten a little carried away and kind of, lightly, mildly terraformed the whole place and also added this pathway. So, The shopping district looks very, very different than it did yesterday, but that's okay. That's okay. I told everybody that, you know, if this stuff gets in their way, they're willing to, you know, they're able to chop it down or cover it up as they need to build their shops. But, you know, I I had a shulker box full of wooden leaves and pathway blocks, and I decided to use it. So yes, this is what happens when I get a little bit of inspiration and take it way too far. All right, I may have mentioned this once or twice already, but as of right now, this is our entire nether hub. Just the roof of the nether, just a massive gray and muted red expanse of nothingness and boringness. And we kind of have to memorize each other's nether coordinates in order to know where their base is. Otherwise, we just get completely lost. So I figure the first thing that I can do to kind of, you know, make this better, to improve the nether hub, is give it some life. And by give it some life, I mean a giant donut of doom known as the Ilmango Golden XP farm that I'm probably going to build somewhere around here, because this is kind of the central area, the central portal that everybody uses to the Mushroom Island. I don't know, I may build it over here or something like that, but I also have a bunch of compressed ice in my shulker boxes in my end chest to start a ice pathway and everything around here. So I'm gonna get started on some things over here. It'll probably not get all done this episode. In fact, I know for a fact it won't get all done this episode, because it's a huge project to build this this nether hub and also a gold XP farm. But I really feel like the golden XP farm is kind of important right now, because I feel like my tools and armor are good, but the only way that I can consistently repair them is if I AFK at my fish farm all night. And sometimes I don't have all night to repair my tools, and I don't want to use extra diamonds or whatever to repair them. So I'm gonna build Ilmango's gold and XP farm right here-ish, because it's right in the central area. I'm probably going to punch a hole in the nether right here so that we can get down to the bottom. And yes, I'm going to start on this and let you guys know if I run into anything interesting. Okay, 5 seconds into the project, and I've realized that I have no iron at all. 0% iron on the Gigglebot front. So I've had a little chat with Zippy, and he said that I can visit his iron farm and take as much as I need for this project. And I think that's a really excellent excuse for me to show you guys his iron farm, because it's really, really amazing. Okay, here I am over at Zippy's base. I'm standing on top of his villager breeder right now, and check this out. This is Zippy's iron farm. Now, I know he didn't come up with the design. I've seen it before, but he built it. He put all the time and effort into making this thing work. And my goodness, it's just massive and amazing. And I haven't checked the drop rates yet, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty impressive. So let me find, here's some chests over here. Let's see how it does. Not too bad at all, I would say. Wow. Yeah, he said I could take as much as I need for this iron farm project, and I'm going to take that and no more. So, my goodness. My goodness. This is impressive. This is really, really impressive. So I'm going to grab some of that and get started on the XP farm. And now it's time for today's Anti-Kappa segment. Today's Anti-Kappa segment is brought to you by the word gargulesthesia. Does it mean A, an outmoded form of music, B, the act of being tickled, or C, awareness of the position and movement of the parts of the body by means of sensory organs in the muscles and joints? Let me know what you think down in the comments, but I'm not going to tell you because this isn't an educational channel. 2 real-life days later, and we're back. Check this out, 130 levels, and I didn't even break a sweat getting these. Well, I mean, I built the farm, but you know what I mean. Just AFK'd here for maybe an hour, and look at this. It's so nice to have completely repaired tools and everything. It's just a very satisfying thing altogether. Let's take a quick look at this farm, shall we? So I have beautiful, beautiful storage down here that sorts rotten flesh, gold nuggets, and gold ingots, and the opportunity to throw away everything else or store it for later. There's a great runway for flying in, or there's scaffolding for climbing in case if you don't have your elytra on you. And then, of course, there is the main farm itself. Now, this whole thing, like I said, took me 2 real-life days. I was working most of the day, both of those days. And it was finished yesterday, but when I got on today, Juice was lamenting that it was broken. And it turns out he was shooting those pigmen off right there, and they were not meant to be shot off. They're supposed to stay there. But yes, I fixed it along with Juice and Ubu on UbuntuMiner's stream, as well as finish the slime farm that we've been working on. So, that project is done. This project is done. My shop project is done. This has just been a very, very productive episode overall. So I think that this is an excellent place to call it done for this episode. I've done a lot of things. We've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm really, really happy with where we are right now. So my friends, if you enjoyed this episode, then please kindly thank that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, then give me a subscribe. Both of those things really help me grow my channel. But until next time, my friends, I'll see you next time.